Good evening. Today we are going to see the concept stages of international business in international business management. International business. What is international business? International business is the process of focusing on the resources of the globe and objectives of the organization on global opportunities and threats in order to produce, buy, sell or exchange of goods and services worldwide. In short, we can say that international business is doing business in any part of the world, cutting across the borders. What are the stages of international business? There are 5 stages. The stage 1, domestic company. Stage 2, international company. Stage 3, multinational company. Stage 4, global company. Stage 5, transnational companies. Stage 1, domestic company. What is a domestic company? A company which is operating in the home country is called a domestic company. What are the characteristics? The domestic company limits its operations, mission and vision to the national boundaries. It considers the domestic market opportunities. It supplies the products to the customers through the domestic suppliers. The strategies, while framing the strategies, it considers only the national environment. The motto of the domestic company is, if it not happening in the home country, it is not happening at all. It limits itself to the present capacity. It does not think of expanding the capacity of the production. When it wants to grow, it grows by entering into the new market, by producing a new product and by using a new technology in the parent country. It does not think of expansion, penetration into the international markets. The next stage is international company. Focus on the domestic practices and extends the wings to the foreign markets in the form of exporting is called the international company. That means it decides to exploit the opportunities outside the domestic company. That means a domestic company, when it wants to enter into an international market, the first way of entering is in the form of exporting the product produced in the domestic country to the foreign countries. It locates a branch in foreign countries. It extends the domestic country marketing mix and business model to the foreign countries. In short, you can say that international companies extend their domestic product with the same domestic price to the foreign countries. That means it adopts the extension strategy for entering into the foreign country. The third stage is multinational company. The international companies, after some time, it will come to understand that extension strategy will not work forever. Example, Toyota and Philip. The international companies turn into multinational companies when they start responding to the specific needs of different country markets. Instead of extending the product produced in the domestic country to the foreign countries, it considers the needs and preferences and taste of the people of different countries and accordingly they are producing it. That means it formulates different strategies for different markets. That is why the multinational companies are referred as multi-domestic. The fourth stage is global company. A global company either produces in one country and markets globally or vice versa. That is, produces globally and markets domestically. Example, Reddy's Lab, Parley, Gap. The last stage in an internationalization is transnational company. Transnational company means the company which produces, markets, invests and operates across the world. We can take as an example Pepsi and Coke. These companies are considered as an integrated global enterprise. That means the assets are distributed throughout the world. The motto of the transnational company is think globally and act locally. It adopts global strategy but allows value addition to the customers of the domestic country. As such, there is no pure transnational companies. This Pepsi and Coke can be considered as a transnational companies, as most of the characteristics of Pepsi and Coke are similar to the transnational companies. Finally, we can conclude that any company, first it has to start as a domestic company by providing these products and services to the domestic customers. Then it has to extend the wing to the foreign markets in terms of exporting, and then it has to consider the needs and preferences of each and every foreign market and convert itself into a multinational company. And another form is then it can be a global, and finally the company can be a transnational company, cutting across the borders of the world, considering the entire world as a single country, producing and supplying all the products. These are all the various stages in which we have to use. Thank you.